Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State of Nigeria has cleared the air on the purported soiled relationship between his state and the officials of Nigerian Center for Disease Control (Ncdc). Here is a quick recap of what transpired when Ncdc officials visited Kogi State to possibly assist them handle COVID-19 pandemic in case the need arises.
It's a race against time to tackle COVID-19. And a four-man team from the National Center for Disease Control is here at the banquet hall, Lokoja, the Kogi State capital, to meet with Governor Yahaya Bello to address him concerning their mission in the state. In attendance are some top government officials and the Kogi State COVID-19 Squadron Committee. The leader of the team, Dr. Noah Andrew, reads a speech from the Director General of the Ncdc. He then hands over the speech and even shakes hands with the DG protocol. A situation that made the state governor order that they should all be quarantined and isolated within 14 days for voiding the Ncdc rules, which obviously is the handshake.
We will observe the protocol of going into isolation. The team together with the DG protocol. That is number one. Number two, we are going to collect every of you sample and send it for test to ensure that you are COVID-19 free.
In a swift reaction, the Director General of the Ncdc, in his address at the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 briefing, says government is in talks with the Kogi State government to address the matter.
The purpose of our existence is to support the states. They have the primary responsibility for health security in their state. Our role is to support them. It's a role I take very seriously and one we will continue to try and do, no matter the odds.
In the coming days, the searchlight will be beamed on Kogi State to see how the Ncdc's intervention will lead to the testing of residents without any misunderstanding from stakeholders involved.
In an interview with a television station, he explained why he had to approach the officials of Ncdc the way he did. He also spoke extensively on the imagined fallout between him and President Muhammadu Buhari. Watch.
Your Excellency, let us start this way. You seem to be demarketing COVID-19. I am putting this to you because there have been some underlying controversies emanating from your office. For instance, there is this rumored international conspiracy about around COVID-19, and from that end, they may not be too happy with you. Then there are some people who are working assiduously, believing to say that they want to eradicate or cut to size COVID-19. But you seem to be demarketing the pandemic. What is going on, Your Excellency?
Thank you very much. First, let me take it from the angle of demarketing COVID-19. It is not only me that feels that COVID-19 is not a good product for us in Nigeria. All over the world, including America, you heard of revolts and all sorts of riot that is going on and demonstration, peaceful demonstration, calling on the end of lockdown and COVID-19. So it's not only me. So now, we didn't, there's no controversy here in Kogi State over the Ncdc personnel that came here. We simply asked them to obey their rules, follow their own protocol. You recall that just of recent, I think just yesterday or day before yesterday, we heard of the head of CDC in America and FDA tested positive to COVID-19, and they were asked to quarantine for 14 days. So if we ask those that are coming from epicenter to where there is none at all, and we ask them to quarantine themselves before they can carry out any activity, I don't think there's any controversy there. That is that. And secondly, issue of conspiracy or anybody is afraid of anybody harming me or whatever. I don't think that one arises, because I swore to protect the lives of my people, and I will continue to do my best to make sure I protect the life of all the citizens of Kogi State, their lives and properties. So now, for issue of life and maybe conspiracy, or there are powerful people behind it and what have you, I didn't, swear by the Holy Quran that I am going to protect the interests of powerful people. I swore to protect the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to defend and protect the life and properties of my people. And that's exactly what I am doing. If it is life, life is not in the hand, my life is not in the hand of anybody. It's in the hand of God. And every soul must taste death. It is said that, I mean, we all believe, we are all Muslims, and we believe that, they say that, that every soul must taste death. So we're going to die one day, but that is not the fear. The fear is that I am in this office today. I am serving the people. I will one day account for all of my activities before the Lord. And that period, I am not going to die anymore. It is stated that when you die no more, you can't die and you will live. What are you going to account for before the Lord? So that is my fear. I must, in this holy month of Ramadan, talk the truth, do everything possible to ensure that the citizens of Kogi State are protected. Here we are doing everything possible. We are being proactive early enough to ensure that this particular pandemic does not spread to Kogi State. And we have taken every steps, including even the testing that has been said that we are not testing. We have tested hundreds in Kogi State here. We are doing our own, different from the way Ncdc are expecting us to do it. We are not simply panicking our people. We are not creating fears. We are not allowing our people to go hungry. They should go about their normal businesses, observing the protocol of Ncdc and World Health Organization. And that's what we are doing here. And we are moving on, and life is
all right.
Here.
Thank you, Your Excellency. You have taken time to actually explain that to us. And I will have time for just one more question now. You enjoy a robust relationship with the Nigerian head of state, President Muhammadu Buhari, who, of course, is government-endorsed Ncdc. And you seem to have the face-off with the officials in Lokoja a few days ago. Don't you think this might affect the buoyant relationship you're having with the President of Nigeria?
Thank you very much. Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari is a man of integrity, man of honor, and a man that is loved by all Nigerians. And Mr. President's relationship with me, and indeed every other governor and every citizen of this country, is robust. That was why he's even given the second chance, the first and the second chance to serve. And he's doing his best to ensure that the economy of this country is on the right track. Now, we must tell him the truth. We must, as a matter of fact, ensure that the gains of these years is not eroded. So nobody is I mean, I'm not at loggerhead with his agency. I am simply telling the agencies to ensure that they follow their own rules. And let me tell you, Mr. President will never allow sycophancy. He will rather prefer his children to tell him the truth. And what we are simply saying is that please observe the protocol, Ncdc. That is all we are saying. We are not taking over the job of Ncdc. They came to help us here, but we will let you know, Ncdc, where you should help us. Because we had various cases that we have tackled here all alone by ourselves, and we know exactly the shoe that we are wearing and where it pinches. We will direct you to where you should help us. So there is nothing, there can't be any issue between myself and the presidency, or after all, I mean, I should have simply said that after all, this is my party, let me just follow along, and that is not going to be. It's not going to help the country at all. And Mr. President knows the truth. Okay. He knows the truth himself, and I know he will do what is in the best interest of Nigerians.
All right. Well, the discussion will continue maybe in some other programs on the channel. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for coming on.